What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
And now, broadcasting from the cow capital of the West and home of the world-famous Miles City Bucking Horse Sale, it's time for Rodeo Randy on KYUS 92.3 and KMTA 1050 AM. Now, let's saddle up and ride. Here's Rodeo Randy.
Good morning and welcome everybody to a very special presentation of the Rodeo Randy Show. I'm on the road at the Prairie County Fair and Ranch Rodeo in Terry, Montana.
And of course, just a reminder, our show is streamed live worldwide on 92.3 KYUS. And of course, as always, our show is archived on the Rodeo Randy Show YouTube channel. So just go to the Rodeo Randy Show YouTube and you can hear our show 24/7.
My first guest is Colter Nielson, the first place winner in Division 5 of the Horsemanship class.
Well, I'm talking to Colter Nielson now. He's the winner in the first Division 5 Horsemanship. Colter, thanks for coming on the show and congratulations.
Thanks for having me on today.
So tell me, how did you become interested in the horses?
Well, my grandma, she used to breed horses, and we sold a lot, and we just ride horses all the time.
Yeah, and what's her name?
Eileen Nielson.
Eileen Nielson. So did she give you a lot of tips? Or did she give you a lot of tips on how to horsemanship division?
Yeah, she helps me with a lot. So does my dad and all my cousins and aunts and uncles.
Yeah. So do you live on a ranch and farm?
I actually live in Glendive and have a ranch out by Fallon, Montana.
Oh, yeah, I've been over to Fallon. You know, a few years back, I was trucking over there, and you get to the top there, and all the potatoes they raise there from McDonald's. I didn't know that. You buy that area up there?
Yeah, kind of by Heidel's.
What is the name of your horse?
Reba. She's actually not my horse. Well, she's my grandma's horse, but my horse, he got hurt, so we had to take him to the vet, and I was just using a different horse for the fair this year.
So, did you win a lot of money for the first place winner?
You don't get awards till probably September.
Oh, September. So then from here, now do you go to another competition from here then?
No, this is the last one.
This is the last one. So now you're only 13 years old, and so do you have any ambitions of being a bronc rider or being a bull rider or anything like that?
No, not really. I just like to play a lot of different sports and stuff.
Well, Glendive, you play for Glendive or Terry?
Glendive.
Dawson County Red Devils there. They got a nice football field down there.
I play for them, and I play basketball and baseball.
So who's your favorite basketball player?
Probably Michael Jordan.
Well, that's my favorite, too. Of course, I like Larry Bird back in the old days. That's before you were born, no.
He's pretty good.
Yeah. So then, football, what position do you like playing in football?
Running back.
Halfback, fullback, slot back. How about McCaffrey kind of a guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be pretty good. So, well, anyway, Colter Nielson, thank you for coming on. And then first place winner, Division 5 Horsemanship at the Prairie County Fair and Rodeo in Terry. And continued success, Colter.
Thank you.
My next interview is with Sharla Sackman.
Sharla, welcome to the Rodeo Randy Show.
Glad to be here. We're glad you're able to join us at the Prairie County Fair.
Yeah, this is the first time in a long time I've been here. Now, of course, call yourself the biggest little fair in all of eastern Montana. So how'd that name come about?
That name has been here for a long time. We have a beautiful fairgrounds here in Terry, and we like to pride ourselves. We have a very strong support from the community. We get lots of open class exhibits, lots of participation from our 4-H kids, and so for a very small community, there's only about 1,100 people in Prairie County. I feel like almost everybody gets to show up at the county fairs.
Yeah, and before we talk about some of your events coming up, of course, without a fair and ranch rodeo, a lot of volunteers are needed to help you be a success.
Absolutely. So we don't have a large staff in Prairie County. We have one caretaker. I'm also the county extension agent, so it's just one hat that I wear here, that I'm also the fair secretary manager. And so everybody else is volunteers that puts on this whole fair. So it's really pretty remarkable.
Well, I didn't know you were the county extension agent. I went to college in Montana State, a degree in agronomy and minor in range management.
Oh, very good.
Agripire and Dazatec, and that's the only one I remember.
Yes, I was animal science at MSU.
Well, you're a fellow Bobcat then.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's good news. Well, let's talk a little bit about the fair coming up. Saturday, we got the parade coming, which is going to be tomorrow. Tell us a little bit about some of the other events you're going to have here tomorrow.
On Saturday, we do start off with the parade. We have a ranch rodeo that the Terry Roping Club puts on in the afternoon. We also have the opportunity that we have some added youth and events that go right along with that. at Ranch Rodeo that there's those youth teams that participate there as well. So that's pretty neat. We have our 4-H market livestock sale that will take place in the afternoon. And then in the evening, we'll have some live music out on the grounds for folks to enjoy as well.
Yeah, and I was walking through the 4-H barn over there, and I was seeing some of the names of the steers over there, Sprinkles and Miracle. I wonder if they know the good news and the bad news as they
They I don't think they do. They're living their best life. So.
Well, I know my cousin back when I was in high school, or excuse me, in the freshman, had a 4-H steer, and I didn't know what happened to him afterwards, and it was pretty traumatic.
Yeah,
so.
It can be.
But anyway, yeah, it is. So anyway, the livestock sale is what time?
It is at 4:30 on Saturday afternoon.
And of course, tonight, Friday night, we have the Parched Prairie Players playing. Well, if it keeps hot and dry, it's going to be the very, very Parched Prairie Players, isn't it?
It might. They're performing around the world in 8 plays is the name of their show. And there's lots of youth performers that are a part of their cast this year. So that's a fun event for families to join in on.
Now, Sean, is that from local kids, local players? Oh, okay.
Yep. All local folks and just local volunteers that put the group together. And in the spring, they put a call out for actors and then do some recruiting to fill their roles.
Yep.
So.
I think the only thing I know is to be or not to be. That is the question. Well, I have another question for you. Of course, Sunday, you're going to have my favorite event, the homemade pies and baked goods auction.
Absolutely. The Prairie County Homemakers sponsor that event annually, and they pick a good cause for that each year. And so they've been very good to us at the Prairie County Fair and have benefited us at the fairgrounds specifically for that. But delicious pies, delicious baked goods. It's an annual tradition for the Fair Board that we try to buy at least a pie or two so that we can enjoy it at the close of the day when we're all cleaned up. And it's worth every penny.
Well, I know some of this stuff goes for some pretty big money. I know back in Miles City at the walleye thing, one of the guys there, Joe, cheesecake went for $2,000.
I don't think we've had a $2,000 cheesecake. We've had a $200 cheesecake a time or two.
So what's your favorite pie?
Anything peach.
Well, I like apple and, I like them all. I'm not going to be particular on that. So then we got Sunday also, we got Bump and Run.
Yes, we have the Bump and Run that takes place. So there's several different divisions of races that take place there. There's even a kids race. There's a good old boys race that's kind of back to the beginnings of Bump and Run. And in between heats, we'll also run some motorcycle races that are just nothing that's a big time, but just local folks with dirt bikes that will use the Bump and Run track and take a spin around there also.
So that would be fun. So now you're the extension agent here. So are you help the 4-H kids a lot then?
Yes, absolutely. So the 4-H is a big thing. It's a big part of why I became an extension agent is I enjoyed the 4-H program and was a 4-H member. And it's a big reason why we have the county fair.
Yeah. So I don't want to put you on the spot. Well, what do the 4-H's stand in 4-H?
Head, heart, hands, and health.
Very good. I got one of them right, and that was head. All right. So, well, listen, Sharla, thanks for coming on. We got fun and excitement here at the Prairie County Fair and Ranch Rodeo. It's a good time for all. And today, Friday, just head out there to Terry. And, of course, Terry is steeped in Western history and loaded with charm and hospitality. So what a better place to be than the Prairie County Fair and Rodeo, Sharla.
Absolutely. And I think we have the best fair food all around. The bigger fairs can't compete with our fair food. So come on eat if nothing else.
We got a challenge. We got to challenge everybody. So, well, thanks for joining us, Sharla. And we're out of time. The Rodeo Randy Show will join us next week for another edition of the Rodeo Randy Show.